Hopefully I don't get in an accident, otherwise we have evidence on me. So it turns out there's a Spider-Man in me, and you're Spider-Man, and I'm Spider-Man, and we're all Spider-Man.
I'm more of a spider guy.
You're more of a doofus.
Yes.
Mew. We saw Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes, Into the Spider-Verse.
I keep calling it Enter the Spider-Verse, like it's some kind of Enter the Dragon reference.
Enter the Spider-Verse.
So
featuring Optimus Prime.
Into the Spider-Verse, which was very beautifully animated. So beautifully animated, in fact, that I couldn't look at the spiders when they were close up. It grossed me out.
He hates spiders.
I don't like the spiders.
You don't like the spiders?
I like the Spider-Man. And speaking of Spider-Man, I might have to stew over this a little bit, give myself the some time to digest the movie a bit more. But boy, oh boy, do I think this might be my favorite Spider-Man movie now. This was amazing.
I concur.
You can cur, but will you cur?
I can. Yes. The curring will commence.
Commence the curring. Anyways, that was a really, really good movie.
Yes, it was very well done, very well animated, and very well acted.
Yeah, it looked gorgeous. The soundtrack was great. The story was, well, I should say the story. The villain's motivations were very simple, and the story, though I guess time travel makes things a little complex, was still easy to follow, and it was really interesting. And it was fun to see the spotlight on all the different spider people. Because I don't know anything about, or coming into this, I know little to nothing about Miles Morales or Spider-Gwen.
Or Spider-Noir.
Or Spider-Noir.
Or Spider-Anime.
Or Spider-Pig. Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's Spider-Pig.
It is Spider-Pig?
Yep, where he bit a radioactive spider.
Boy, that's lazy. Okay. Anyway, so I know little to nothing about them, and I thought they were all really fantastic. Spider-Pig, you know, is more of a like, hey, look, someone invited the Looney Tunes to show up, I guess. But everyone else is like, you know, they had goofy moments. I really like the little quips or little goofy moments with Noir Spider-Man. I like how quippy all of them were and how they all kind of interact with each other. Spider-Gwen was a badass.
Yeah.
And then it was really the story of Miles' story.
Yeah, it's Miles. It takes place in Miles' universe.
I didn't know his story, but boy, was that awesome, man. It got like intense. You have to have the same story beats, but it was, you know, fresh because I don't know anything about him. So like when it turns out his spoilers, uncle is, you know, the bad guy. I'm like, damn. That's rough, man.
It is very bark.
I will say this though, it was very beautiful, and all the characters looked cool, and they had their own different styles, or the different spider people had their different styles, and the movie had this overall just great, colorful, vibrant look to it. I didn't like the way Fisk looked.
I always have a trouble with the portrayal of Fisk in general.
I understand that he also looks like that in the comic books mostly, where he's just like a dome head and just a big old like body that looks stupidly proportioned.
Big imposing man.
Yeah, I'm alright with him being like a big scary dude, but I don't know, like, and they even kind of address it, where I was, I was watching it and I was like, that guy's not gonna fit through a regular door. What the fuck do you do? And he doesn't. When he goes through his office, they have to open 2 doors to let him in. So I thought that was a funny touch. And then when he's fighting on the subway, he has to break open walls to get through. So I thought that was a funny little thing where they addressed that, what I was thinking in my head. But it's just so stupidly designed, or he's just a stupid design. I don't know. I think they could have toned it down a little bit on how big he is.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a big, goofy, dumb brutes.
But other than that, everything just looked gorgeous in this movie. And also another weird thing was, and even once again they address it, but I don't think they address it thoroughly, is it really was in poor taste to have a Spider-Man themed party for to have Mary Jane in, because this is the Mary Jane that's still in love with Spider-Man. And she gets to basically see look at every waiter and just look at Spider-Man. And like,
yeah, having the waiters all dressed up like that, it's a little weird.
Really tasteless. And she didn't react. She ran into like alternate dimension Peter Parker, and she didn't react like I would think like someone who was still freshly mourning their loved one to react.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was really an awkward moment. And really, really, like they said, in poor taste. Well, it's not in poor taste. They had a really good Stan Lee cameo in this.
Yeah, a really good Stanley
That
cameo.
was really nice. They got that in before he,
Passed away.
There we go. That's better than anything I would have come up with. Yeah. And it was a really good line, really good moment. And, kind of connected him with Spider-Man, which I think when everyone thinks of Spider-Man, it's like pretty much synonymous with Stan Lee at this point. So yeah, that was really good little tribute there. Alright. All an ass, make sure we don't die. Music was really good. They had a lot of hip-hop, which I'm all for hip-hop showing up more in comic book movies. And then they also, not just hip-hop, they also had a great use of St. Elmo's Fire just for a training montage. Which I thought was really great. I think Doc Ock was awesome. I think she was a great design.
Definitely. It's probably the Miles Morales design.
I have no clue, but like it's the moment Spider-Man's all tied up and he says like, "What's your name again?" And I was like, "Oh!" And then she says, "What, Olivia Octavius?"
Yeah.
I was like, "That's amazing!" And she's got like the badass suit. Scorpion. I don't know. Well, I should just preface this with I don't know shit about comic books. I just know what I get through movies.
Yeah.
And like some cartoons.
We're not comic book guys.
I might consider like buying those. The reason I don't get into comic books is because it's always just redone once you finish an arc, they're like, all right, yeah, we're done with the story, and they just reset everything, and it just sounds like, okay, well, there's no investment there.
Yeah.
But hey, if I could check out like a Miles Morales or a Spider-Gwen arc, that would be awesome.
Or you could even go with the anime with Kawaii Spider-Man.
What's the deal with that?
Girl.
Is that have roots in Japan, or is it just someone thought it would be fun?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Like, I'm wondering if like Marvel just licensed it out and was like, yeah, here, let's make an anime girl like Spider-Man. Wouldn't that be great? I didn't get choked up about the robot dying because I was like, is it a mech suit or is it a robot?
I don't know. I thought the spider was controlling the robot.
I thought so too. But then like the mech's like has this broken down sad face and she's crying over it. I'm like, was the mech sentient and I didn't know this? Am I supposed to feel sad?
I wasn't sure about that either.
And then yeah, I thought, because you were supposed to have like all the Spider-Mans and all that. I thought we were gonna have what is it, the 20 something Spider-Man, which wasn't in it, but he was had a funny little goofy end credit.
Yeah, he was in the end credits.
Post-credit scene.
There you go.
Which was actually funny. And that's another thing I loved about this movie. It was genuinely funny and it had some really good like touching moments. So it was a good like mix of everything, man. It's a good movie.
Yeah. It had everything. It had the wikes.
Everything you want out of your Spider-Man.
Your Spider-Mans.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a mark of a good movie. It makes me think about picking up the comic books. I might be all talk and maybe possibly never get around to it, but it makes me consider it.
Consider it. And where we go, the Alamo Draft House, there's a comic book store nearby.
Right, yes, I should have dropped by it. Yeah, man. Well, maybe next time we come in.
Yeah, next time.
Anyways, Dan, you have any final thoughts on the matter?
I have to say that I mirror a lot of your beats.
Yeah.
Story was good, soundtrack was good. The quips between themselves was just excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And then the representation of their own media, like the anime girl looked like an anime girl, the cartoon pig looked like a cartoon pig. It did slapstick.
Or Spider-Man was in black and white and couldn't see color apparently,
which is hilarious.
It's pretty funny. How did he figure out the Rubik's Cube then? I guess different shades of gray, right?
Yeah.
You just eventually just like, there you go, all the grays look the same, all on the same side. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. One question before we sign off on this. What came first? That Spider Pig or the Simpsons Spider Pig?
Probably that Spider Pig.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll Tell us in the comments.
When there's a sequel to this, Miles Morales is gonna have a mallet that he can just pull out of nowhere, apparently.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. It's cheating.
It's not cheating. It's in canon dimensional.
I'm sure the atoms of the mallet will fall apart eventually, and it'll just rot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We'll disintegrate.
There you go. I thought that would happen more to the end. Like, I thought it'd have one of those, like, oh, we're getting close to the timer. Like, everyone's like, oh, in pain.
Yeah, during the fight, they kept glitching out.
Yeah, a little bit here and there, but I thought it was gonna be like one of those movies where it's like, you know, countdown to the end. Like, we only have seconds left before everyone like falls to pieces or whatever. But they didn't do that, which I guess is fine. Actually, it led them to actually have a fight and do stuff, and not just like, oh no, everyone's down, Miles has to save us.
Yeah, it was an inconvenience because they have to fight with the crutch.
Oh, well, yeah, a hand tie behind the back and shit. All right, shortest review. I guess the shortest review because I have less to bitch about. It was honestly a very good movie. I think that's one we're gonna buy on DVD or Blu-ray or something.
Yeah, or in the Amazons.
Something like that.
Anyways, good movie. Highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Night, everybody.